Just do your own time. You serve your sentence in your head. There ain't no finish line. Call no man happy till he's dead. There's a pressure behind my soul. I can feel it in my bones. There's a storm coming.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Should be as well. All right, welcome. We are down one person tonight. I am Michael, he, him, and I am going to be the GM for Ars Magica Reign of Spring tonight. And if you would like to introduce yourselves and the characters you are playing this evening.
Hi, my name is Sarah. Power Week 1 on TikTok. I am playing Mishka Petrov, who is a companion character. He is a bear lycanthrope with a dark secret and a lot of tragic shit in his backstory that I haven't quite figured out yet.
Ooh. Hello, I am Nessa, and tonight I will be playing Penn. She, her for both. Penn is a swan heart beast magi who really loves werewolves.
And I am Steve. I will be playing Vaso Manitos. He is a grog. He's a former blacksmith who got kicked out of the guild. Yeah, he's interesting. We're gonna see how it plays.
Nice.
Okay, so
Nice.
Ars Magica is different from a lot of other TTRPGs in the fact that you don't just play a single character in Ars Magica. What you do is you play part of a covenant, a group of mages and all the people who essentially take care of things for them. Once we get to the actual covenant, which will be in about 2 sessions, after we've introduced our final mage, there's more than 200 people right now in that covenant. So each session we will usually have one mage, a companion, and then grogs are a pool of characters that anybody is able to claim. There'll be certain sessions which will be just the grogs. Today is a little bit different, because Steve, do you want to talk about how you are not playing a grog tonight?
Yeah, I am actually playing one of the denizens of the area that you are going into. I am kind of going to be playing maybe an ally, maybe a foil, maybe an enemy. We'll see how it plays out. I am actually, I don't know how much you want me to tell them, Michael, but
I think we will.
There are some secrets about this
discover.
character that are going to be interesting. The big thing is that he is a failed journeyman and he's kind of a pariah of the town. So we'll see how it all works out.
All right.
Hmm.
So we'll actually begin, instead of with our Magi today, we're going to begin with you, Vaso.
Okay.
So it has been a couple years since you killed Adam Acrolis in anger, in the kind of the fury as it built you. You have been kicked out. You've resorted to thieving and other things in that time. Do you have anyone that you go drinking with on the regular or semi-regular?
Yeah, I'd say there's an individual. I would
Okay.
say it's another thief.
Man or
I
woman?
would say a woman. I would say I hang out with her. I don't have a good name for her,
Well, I have a
but
Greek name generator, so I will pull
let's
that.
do it.
Your companion, Dora Mirglau. Mirglau. I will throw
Dora.
that into our Discord. So, you and Dora are drinking. So, you were a blacksmith. And at this point, since you've kind of been kicked out of the guild, you may make some things here and there on the down low. But the problem is, it's kind of hard often to have like a blacksmith's equipment. You may have gotten some stuff in the. Let me know if you think you have some stuff secreted somewhere where other people aren't likely to run into it. But that stuff gets heavy, and it's a little difficult to do that surreptitiously.
Yeah. I would say he probably has some stuff, and he will do work for people if they really want something that the guild is not trying to. The guild doesn't want to do it, he'll do it. But he is very sneaky about it. It's one of those back alley deals kind of thing.
All right, so you as you're sitting there drinking. Why did her name disappear? Oh,
Dora.
Yeah, Dora. Dora Mirglau. The two of you are drinking. She just takes a drink. Goes, tell me about your last score.
Listen. There was a couple rich to-do people that came through town yesterday. I'm sure you saw them.
Oh, new visitors.
Oh yeah. Said there's more people on the way too, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, this guy was very open about how much money he had, and let's just say he didn't lock his door in the middle of the night, so it was easy.
And they're the preview party for the real rich people showing up.
Apparently, I don't know. He was very vague about it.
Something to keep in mind. Oh shit.
What?
As she looks up from the door, kind of like lowers her head a bit, you hear several of the current head of the black mills, the blacksmiths guild in this area, Thanasis, comes in with Platon, Damianos, and Raphael. They've got a problem with you. They've had a problem with you for a long time. This is maybe reciprocal, depending on how you want that to be. But she just kind of looks up. She's like, "Oh, don't look now. They're here."
Just when the evening was starting to get into pleasant. Some black cloaks gotta come and ruin the evening. He doesn't say that at all quietly.
There's this moment where they're coming in, they stop, and one of them turns. Raphael goes, "Do you have something to say, Vaso?"
I think I already said it.
"I think we're here to drink to the memory of a friend who's gone. Be best for you if you found someplace else to taint with your presence."
Vasso's gonna grab his drink and be like, "I'm already drinking, buddy."
The four of them walk over and just kind of just sort of look down at you. And the thing is, you're all. I mean, you are a beast. You got your strength +4, stamina +3. Like several of your things are improved characteristics and great strength. So you're a beast. Blacksmiths are pretty strong because of their profession, and the four men here are no slouches. They come over. They're right around the table, uncomfortably close. Because you said you're not welcome here.
Last I knew, your name wasn't on the door.
At which point, they grab you, and they're trying to like one of them kind of grabs you from behind and is trying to shove you out.
I think Vasso's gonna look around, like see what the general thought, like the general, like if there's anybody else in there, what their demeanor is. Is probably not gonna try to cause a fight tonight. Just lets them take him out.
Generally speaking, there's people in this town know that you have stolen. People know that you have killed somebody. Like, you've always had a temper, but it got the better of you. It got the better of you at one point, and that caused some problems.
Do they make me spill my drink?
Yeah, if you don't do anything, because if you got your hand on it, when they grab you, that will spill it.
Oh, yeah. Vasso's gonna. He's gonna let them like march him outside.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he gets out there, he's just gonna turn and be like, "Made me spill my drink. I don't like that very much."
And you see Dora in the doorway as the four of them have followed you out, and they kind of throw you. And there's just a point where one of them goes, "What are you going to do about that? Did you pay for it?"
Well, of course I paid for it.
"Oh, then you're all fine. Don't come back."
Is that Raphael still speaking?
Yeah, he's the most hot-headed of them.
Would you say that he's cool but rude?
All right. I think as he's about to turn, Vasso's gonna punch him.
Mm-hmm.
Like sucker punch him. That fury's getting the better of him. So should I roll for that? Because I have fists equipped.
Yes, if you equip your fists. Well, first make a quick initiative roll. I'll just use a sort of standard soldier.
Okay,
Stress die on
initiative.
that.
Stress die. Ooh, beat him by 1
All
with
right.
no modifier. Okay, fist is equipped. Doesn't get any bonuses apparently. So I think it's
Let me
just
just check because you have your skill, so I'm going to make sure we got this. So description.
yeah. Oh,
This
it should
should go
have
into
a brawl,
brawl.
right? Okay.
Equipped. Yeah, brawl, punches, 3.
All right. Swinging. Stress die, sir.
Yep, it's your
Assume.
attack.
Ooh. You rolled a 0. Check for a botch.
Put 2 in the botch. For the amount of botch dice.
2. Roll for botch.
1 botch.
Oof, 1 botch.
You go face down. Like as you go, like it had rained recently, so as you go, you fall and you slip, and the 4 of them are on you, like punching and kicking, like before you can kind of get it. Like things are looking bad.
Okay.
Do you want to use your ability?
You're talking about the wolves one?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
You howl in the thing, make you roll, and if you want, no, you do have confidence, so that's one where if you want, if after you roll, if you want to end up spending a point of confidence, you are able to.
How do I roll that ability?
You have a skill for it.
Okay. Skill. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna
And
roll
they-
that stress die. How exactly does that? I guess
So
I make it up, right?
No, so when you roll it, what happens is, and you're pretty good at it. So communication plus summon animals rolled gives an ease factor. Now it starts off as 8. If you exceed it by 3, they come in 2 minutes. If you exceed it by 6, they come in a single round.
Okay.
So 10. 8.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend a confidence to get that there faster? Make it 13. Which I'll go ahead and say that they'll be there. If you spend that, basically they'll see them appear kind of immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend that confidence as I assume he has like this supernatural way of howling.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as he's getting hit, he's just howling like how.
You summon a pack of 10 when this happens, so they're out there. They're like you make that howl. They're like you freak, and they're kicking and punching. And then when it happens, you hear not too far away. After a moment, it's like, and they're sort of down the street as the guys look up, and there are, like I said, 10 wolves that are making their way towards it. Now, we're going to cut from here in a moment. How vicious are you going to want the wolves to get with these 4?
Oh, try to prove that I called them. Like that's his philosophy. They're gonna be vicious.
So are there going to be 4 dead bodies tomorrow?
Yes.
All right.
He just like has this sneering laugh, like you shouldn't have done that.
Penn and Mishka. So how do you think the two of you get along? Because this is probably the only lycanthrope you currently have with you.
Mishka, are you an underling of mine, or are you just in general?
So I think what Mishka's job is with the Covenant is he's like the one that keeps the toll booth for the road that we collect tolls off of. That's what Mishka's main duty is. But he's always kind of like he's willing to help where needed, whenever needed. Kind of like a dog body around the Covenant type of thing.
Okay.
And I'll say at this point you're on your way to. You haven't actually reached the Covenant yet, so you're all on your way there.
Yeah.
You know when the kid you're babysitting thinks that they're like in charge? I think your job is to watch me, and I treat you like you're one of you've met my underlings who are, I mean, not to give werewolves a bad name, but like my underlings in particular are particularly rowdy and ill-mannered. And I treat you like one of them, where I'm just like a little brother almost, and like you are here to protect me, and I'm set to wander off or something.
Yeah. So Mishka's always also kind of a big dude. Like he's like you're big, but like Mishka's like muscle and brawn, and just kind of like his frame fits his animal. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, you're my little bear cub.
So it's cute. Penn, is the reason you have problems with your underlings is because because the thing to remember is everyone's going to be set off by you a little bit because of the gift. So is it because you treat them as if they're friends, but because one, a boss treating people as friends often causes some problems, but two, the fact that there's the gift makes everyone feel a little like uncomfortable anytime you're around. Is that the reason? Yes. One of the reasons why you have problems with it?
I also pick problem cases because I think that like I'm gonna rehabilitate them, and then I do not do anything to fix that problem.
Oh, Penn's the cool teacher.
Yeah. I'm like, I believe in you, and that's it. End of thing. My belief is enough to fix you and your issues.
Penn likes to sit backwards on a chair and get real with them.
All right, so you're making your way. So you're on your way towards the Covenant. There's a bunch of other people sort of there's other grogs and such with. Now, Penn, you are unable to ride animals, so you're probably in a cart. Like a wagon?
Yeah, true, probably, unless I'm like flying alongside or something.
If you're going as a swan?
No.
Possibility. So, you're there, and I think Mishka, animals also don't like you.
But I do have ride as one of my skills.
We may end up wanting to switch that because you have offensive to animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's one we might want to go through, and if this came along, maybe it was something you used to know how to do, but you don't. You can't do it anymore because this could be tied in with your lycanthropy. So
I'll find something else.
One day I'll be able to summon magical horses, so just keep that in mind.
So as you're getting close, you've had some people go ahead about a day towards a village to get things sort of set up. You spent the last night kind of camped in the areas between some of these cities. You know there's a village kind of coming up. Smaller groups tend to go faster. You're getting close to it when essentially like one of the wheels breaks of the wagon. As you're going, it hits a large thing and
wow.
You'll need to repair that.
That they do, Mishk. You want to get out and walk?
I suppose. We need to get a inn for the night.
Oh, almost certainly.
And
You think there's a good drink in town?
Possibly.
And yeah, so you have some people there who should have picked up something for you, kind of already, but you're not quite sure where. So it's going to take a little bit to walk your way there. Do you have the other people kind of stay with what you have now, or they come with you, abandon this wagon, or they kind of put the stuff on some of the other carts to bring?
Yeah, I think probably put the stuff on the other carts, unless the cart is like incredibly expensive or something.
The one you have is kind of expensive because it's the one that you personally travel in. The thing is it helps that Mishka is your metalsmith.
Yeah.
So some of that stuff you'll be able to like repair. Kind of some of the problems end up being with part of the axle.
I will repair it tonight.
All right, we don't abandon it then. We drag our ass into town with it.
Okay. So
I have to pull that shit myself if it's expensive.
all right. So as you make your way into town, there is kind of a like very quickly sort of just as when you see some of the people, a bit of a somber mood going. You can see as you pass by the sort of undertaker, they are putting together 4 coffins on essentially like seahorses or sawhorses. We've got those out
I
there.
was about to say on seahorses.
This is the magical town. Yeah, they are.
Atlanta.
They're setting up 4 coffins, and there seems to be just in general a bit of a pall that has fallen upon this particular town.
I'm gonna loom over the undertaker and say, "So what's the story here?"
Looks up, and there's just a moment. Go ahead and have you roll, in this case, a roll with your presence, but you're going to have a -3. We're probably going to see just how he reacts to you.
Let's see. Okay, modifier -3. I already have +0.
Okay, there's just this moment where
That's a 6.
you see him as he kind of sees you. There's just a moment where he drops like his like the tools he's got, and just takes a step back, and his hackles are kind of clearly just like up a bit. His whole body's gone a little bit rigid. He goes, "Some deaths in the night, strangest thing, wolves." And kind of like looks over this strange group that's just arrived, but he's a hard time kind of ripping his eyes away from you. He clearly seems just a little bit afraid.
You dropped these, friend.
Kind of
Penn,
takes him back quickly.
why don't you check on the others? I will get us settled in this town.
Anything for you, Mishk.
I apologize for my friend. Sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you. And like, there's some sweat just making his way down his brow.
Are wolves common in these parts?
No, I mean in the woods and forests, of course, but here in the village, no.
I see.
It was wild pack came in, tore them apart.
Strange that four men would be caught off guard. Are the coffins bigger than usual?
No, regular size.
Okay.
They look like they adult sized coffins.
Strange. You think that wolves would focus on one?
I was home when it happened. I heard it was the people of the tavern. They haven't spoken much about it. There's a lot of.
Which tavern?
It kind of like points to essentially the only sort of inn/tavern in this town. It's a relatively small town. It is the biggest town in the region, so it is. It's got like the most amenities. But overall, this is a place where people come through. Occasionally, there'll be a place where people will stay the night. But depending on the size, like larger things always move slower. So they've got that. But like if it's like an individual person or two, this is just a pit stop in the afternoon on their way through.
Hey, they had 4 coffins and enough wood and ability to make 4 coffins relatively quickly. So that's good for them.
Thank you, friend. I return to Penn. I am going to go to the inn, the tavern, and check and look into this.
I'll come with.
It's better if you don't.
Aw, well, where am I going to get a drink?
All right, come with.
Basso,
Yes.
when these 4 men were being killed last night, describe what you were doing while this was happening.
I think Vaso was watching from where he was getting beat up. And then once he realized that the men were gonna perish, he just slowly like walked away.
Okay. So my guess is right now you are not going back to the inn and such.
No, I don't think he'd be at the inn.
All right. So you're in your home. Now, does Dora know you can do this?
I think she has an idea, but I don't think it's ever been actually said.
Okay.
Like, it's happened enough times when she's been watching me that it's pretty clear that it's me doing it.
Okay.
But she doesn't, like, I've never confirmed it.
There's a loud knock at your door. Probably about 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you would be awake. You're probably at this point more of a night owl than you used to be.
Yeah. I think he's gonna like roll out of bed and just be like, "What the hell?" And go to the door. Who is it?
Dora. Dora's at those. Vaso, it's me.
Oh, click, click, click. Opens the door. Come on.
When you open the door, one of the first things you see is essentially an evil eye ward had been carved onto your door at some point in the night.
Every night.
The Theban Tribunal, there's still, like, the Fae are still around quite a bit. There's enough people that saw you leave fairly calmly and the howl from the thing that there are many concerns. She's like, 2 things. 1, Penn, describe what you look like. It sounds like you're probably someone who has some finery, the way you were asking about the cart and such, the wagon.
Does someone at the commune, I'm just going to keep calling it a commune, I'm sorry. Does someone at the commune make me put on nice clothing?
No. Well, so the covenant, like, basically the 4 of you are going to be in charge of the covenant. And the thing is, you're not there yet. You can decide for yourself what your master, who taught you, made you do.
Penn, does Hedge Wizard mean that I would have gotten a master when I went to my sect, right?
The Hedge Wizard thing for you is more the lycanthropy stuff, like, because the kind of magic you're into, the kind of things you try to do, give you that bad reputation.
Okay, yeah, no. Penn has been alone in the woods basically her entire life, aside from the years that she was learning magic, and even then it was still very woodsy. If she was allowed to be naked, she would be naked. She's not allowed to be naked, but she's wearing clothes that are like whatever the nicest thing that someone has given her, she is wearing it because it is, it's her thing. So it's probably not super nice, and she's also wearing a giant coat made out of feathers. Okay.
And how about
but yeah.
How about Mishka?
Mishka's dressed pretty simply, like he's a metalsmith. So it's like trousers, boots, shirt, coat. He's not dressed particularly like nice, but I think the covenant provides. So he's like, he may be in the best clothes he's ever owned in his life, but they're not by any means like really nice garments. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Dora goes, I believe it's the people that the ones who robbed from yesterday were the precursors for. A bunch of them just came into town. Seemed to be bringing a wagon that was. They had a bunch of servants essentially dragging in a damaged wagon. Definitely be some goods there, but Vaso, people are talking about you, about what happened last night.
When aren't people talking about me?
4 people died last night. People heard the howl. They were. I mean, you know what happens when a fight happens outside of a bar? People come and watch.
Well, what are they saying? Like, I somehow made a bunch of wool. That's
You
crazy.
howled.
I haven't.
That noise is strange, and they came and didn't touch you at all. And then you walked away like it didn't matter to you.
And then you cackled and said, "That's what you get."
Well, listen, we what are they gonna do? If I have this power to summon wolves, are they really gonna mess with me?
It's a dangerous path to
It's not
walk.
like a mage walked into town or some crazy nonsense.
Yeah. So Penn, the thing is, what you know is if you are in a group of people, like the people that you were with will be part of the covenant. They were used to you. They were used to your master at the place he was at before this. They are not comfortable with you as such. But this is, this is my friend. Oh, he's an asshole. But once you get to know him, kind of thing, like that. Like everyone's still they're on edge around you, but they've gotten used to it. But if you kind of like hide yourself in the group, you don't draw attention to yourself, other people don't tend to notice you. The gift doesn't like kick in around them if they're not talking kind of directly to you. I don't know, do you hide in the group or are you like out front?
I'm assuming they still also notice that I'm 7 feet tall.
Oh, true. Yes. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah. You're. Yeah. The fact that you're huge and have a big thing of feathers. You are currently not blending in.
Yeah, never am.
So the two of you come into this bar, and the thing is, Mishka, you've been around Penn enough to know that. Now, Penn's master, I'm going to guess, is probably normal-sized person. So when you've been around them, like you've noticed that like they can kind of blend in with people. But Penn, since Penn sticks out, the moment people see her, there's just a bit of like a pall sort of settles around them. But when you walk in, this is a place that already seems a bit on edge. This is a place that already seems charged. When you walk in, there's people drinking. They are there's some people talking around the tables. The moment you come in and people notice, a bit of a hush falls, but you've been in places where you felt violence before. This feels like a precursor to not towards you. This was here before you got here.
And so it's clear to me that it's been it's the deaths. I already knew this.
Yeah.
The deaths occurred here.
And as you come through, you see that there's still blood and bits of things like in portions of the street that haven't been kind of cleaned off yet. Like the violence seemed to have happened outside of this place.
I will. I think does Penn find a table for us, or am I leading her to the table?
I probably walk to the bar if there's a bar.
Does Penn not realize how jarring she is?
Kind of not really. Like she just thinks she's weird because she's been alone in the woods her entire life. She's just like she's like they can all tell that I didn't talk to people ever. I mean, she knows part of it's the magic thing, but she thinks she's making it worse from just like wood stuff.
I'm getting a vibe of like Buttons and Mindy. Only Mindy is like 9 feet tall.
7.5.
7.5 feet tall. And I approach the bar as well. I will order. Excuse me.
Yes.
Can we have 2 ouzels, please?
Yes. Yeah. He goes and he seems a little distracted. At this point, again, a lot of people have kind of turned. Some of the conversations have sort of stopped. They're kind of picking up again, but there's a lot of people looking your way. And he just sort of like looks, and I'm assuming a bunch of your people are kind of coming in.
Oh yeah.
He goes, "Oh, you'd have been with Alcivatus was the one who came here before you. He was the person who said." He goes, "Might want to talk to your man. Something apparently happened. Well, something apparently happened to him last night, but something happened here in town, so we haven't dealt too much with it."
We heard there was an attack by animals.
Came out of nowhere. Wolves tore.
Wolves.
4 not just people, blacksmiths, strong men tore them apart.
All 4 were blacksmiths.
Yes.
Is there
Strange.
I feel like it's rude to probably say the word fae. Is there like a common word to say like
I will say
visitors?
the fair folk might be a thing. So basically in this tribunal, Fae are actually relatively like the Greek gods were Fae. There still is a lot of Fae in the area. This is one of the tribunals where more people are aware of the magical things, especially in some of the older places. So yeah,
Had any
fair folk would probably be one of the way they often speak of them.
had anyone angered anyone recently or anything?
At this point, he just goes, and yeah, when you come up and say that, he just again give me a quick roll on your presence. I just want to see sort of how poorly he reacts here.
Is it still a -3?
It will always be a -3 for you for any social, except unless it's another mage. Yeah, when
-1.
when you come up and ask, there's just this moment. Now, because you have giant's blood, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's not simply just you're tall, but you're probably are you tall in the way and like big in the way that like Andre the Giant, like beyond just like I'm a super tall like a basketball player. Something about you looks more giantish.
Yeah, I think a bit.
Okay, for just a moment, he goes, and just sort of steps back and goes, really, this is problems in the town. I'm assuming you're on your way here to eat and continue on. Local problems are probably best done locally.
Excuse me. Yes, we'll be moving on shortly. Our man, do you know where he is at this moment?
But he's standing by the stairs, looking awful meek. You look over Alcibiades. Alcibiades has come down. And he's standing kind of by the stairs, just sort of holding like a kerchief and just sort of looking down. And like he knows he has to come up to Penn somewhat soon, but is just
Elkie! I think Penn's gonna walk over and pick him up into a weirdly big hug.
I think like, a lot of people
you.
are just kind of like looking kind of wide-eyed at you. Mistress Penn, your apologies. The money we were sent with last night, someone absconded with it.
Oh, that's no good. They're gonna be mad at me.
I'm sorry. We just came in, made sure we got the rooms. We had something to eat, and someone must have broken in last night.
You were robbed.
Yes.
And Mishka starts cursing in Russian at him. Yeah, I did that. I just making up something. He starts like cursing out in Russian, like idiot.
I kind of haven't put Alki down yet, and I'm gonna grab Mishka and like also just kind of push him into my bosom and be like, "It's okay, it's okay. Don't be mad, my little bear cub."
Do not bring that up.
And I drop both of them eventually.
No, so Alcibiades is just like, I mean, I know you have more, but what we have is gone.
How? Did you tell anybody about the money?
I didn't tell anybody about that. I mean, we paid for all the extra rooms that we were going to need. We paid for it ahead of time to make sure that there would be room tomorrow. Or today.
No. And who else might have heard?
There was a lot of people here last night. This was before the fight.
Yes, the wolves.
That's funny though.
Did Alcibiades witness the other fight though?
No, he was they crashed super early because they at this point they were already asleep. So I think Vassos, you actually went up and stole from them and then just went downstairs and started drinking.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm assuming you meant the forerunners for this group from the way you described it. Yeah, so like they were already crashed out because they've been traveling all day. They were beat. Everyone else had been working.
I don't have a good feeling about these wolves.
was woken up by a howl, but I went back to sleep. It was, wolves. I was safe in the second floor of an inn.
You did not see the attack.
No, I went back to sleep.
Useless.
I'm supposed to rush out every time there's an attack. That's not my job. I'm a steward. I handle accommodations, things like that.
Mishka, maybe we can find the money.
It's not about the money. I'm having a bad feeling about these wolves.
Maybe we can find the wolves.
Vasa, what are you doing?
I think just kind of like lumbering.
Oh, Vasa.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Vasa.
I think I said Nessa for a second. And I was like,
yeah,
aren't I
sorry.
here?
If above my pay grade was a person, yep. I'm gonna make a note of that. Yeah, so Vasa, what are you doing?
Vasa?
Steve?
Steve?
Oh,
Your
shit.
guy.
Sorry.
That's
I
a
thought you asked Nessa what she was doing, and then
Nope.
I blanked out.
No.
Vaso, I think when Dora came to him and like they had their little conversation, and then he's like, well, anyway, let's go scope it out. I mean, if they got more money, I mean, it's just free for the taking, right?
All right.
So we're gonna go scope it out.
So by
not
scope-
like keeping our distant, like casing the joint. You like
Are you
how
going-
you wouldn't.
Are you going back into the bar, or are you staying outside?
Oh no, I assume she would know like where the broken wagon was, and like he's gonna follow her, and like they're just gonna like get on a rooftop or something and kind of just see what's going on.
Yeah, there's not really a good rooftop to get on necessarily without with
Okay.
everybody noticing, because it's a smaller town. However, there's a place in the woods where you can kind of go and you see, and they are bringing the thing in, and it is like there's several people kind of trying to hold the thing up, because the what seemed to break was the axle. So yeah, they're trying to make it work as much as possible. It is a pain in the ass for them.
How many of the entourage are still with the wagon? Because I know Penn and a bunch of them went ahead.
There's a fewer right now. There's funny thing is, I don't know if Nessa would have been able to craft a spell to like create another axle for it, then make it kind of work on there. But you're like, let's keep going. You've got about 10 people working on it. And like they seem to have been kind of bringing it for a while. There's a lot of cursing you can hear as they're kind of muscling this thing down the road.
Okay, it's out. It's not. They're not in the town yet. Then they're still
Not
kind
yet.
of outside.
Mhm.
All right. I think he's just gonna be like, he's gonna just like elbow Dora and be like, all right, you'll know when. Watch this. He's gonna just walk up and be like, hello, friends.
The turns just goes, oh, they kind of come down, and they're sweating, and then one of them looks and goes, "Are we close to the village?"
Yeah, you're about 5 minutes away.
Oh.
That looks awfully heavy.
It is awfully heavy.
Well, I'm a big guy. I'd be more than happy to help you.
They kind of look around, and there's a moment goes, "What? Certainly. Why would you help us, stranger?"
Common good. With all generosity to your fellow man. You know, all that good stuff. You look like you're struggling and you're going to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. Obviously, you've got a place to be. I'll help you out. And it looks like you guys got some silver. You could throw me a bone.
That we probably can go ahead and make a charm roll real quick. Let's see how well they react, because someone just coming out of the woods on their own might make them think bandits.
All right. Stress or simple?
Simple.
Simple. All right. I got a
Yeah,
10.
one of them just sort of looks and goes, "If you're willing to help us, sir, that'd be mightily appreciated. Our mistress can pay you."
All right. He's going to grab just the one side that the wheel is not broke
Mm-hmm.
and just hold it up, because he's got a strength of 4. I assume he's
Oh, you're
capable
you're
of doing.
extremely strong. Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah.
There's like Schwarzenegger and Twins when he just lifts the car.
He's just gonna pick it up and he's gonna like, all right, pull, and I'll be the second wheel. You guys all walk ahead, and he's just gonna kind of like give the side eye when they're not looking to Dora to be like, sneak up and steal.
Yeah, she like kind of as they kind of grab stuff, she rushes in and like hops into the back and starts kind of going through, and they're like push, and you hear them pushing it forward. After a bit, she sneaks out. She's got like in her hands. What kind of? I mean, you're gonna have some books and stuff, which will be things just because they tend to be expensive because books are rare. But what other things might Penn have there that would be valuable that you may not have taken in with you?
I think probably the most expensive thing she has, I think her bedding is all like stuffed with like goose feathers. Like I think despite the woods shit, Penn is like, if it involves animals, I'm your gal. So I think a lot of like, which I know you don't think of as like really expensive, but like probably in this day
Back
and
then,
age.
yeah. Like so when Tora pops out, she's actually got like she's almost cloaked in some bedding that she's sort of wrapped up kind of around herself. She there's a couple books, like large vellum books in her hands, as well as maybe some little jewelry and some other stuff. Because jewelry is good for selling for things.
Trading.
It's a quick thing. And she sort of hops out with those and then like sneaks back into the woods.
He's gonna continue with them because if he runs now, it's suspicious. And he's smart enough. He's gonna get with them until they get to like the wagon shop, and then he's gonna set it down and be like, "I'll catch you at the bar later for payment."
Certainly, I will. Our mistress will be there.
All right, have a great day. Glad you guys got here nice and safe. And he's just gonna walk off very gingerly and calmly.
Back in the bar.
But maybe we could find those wolves. Maybe someone could help us from the troop. Now what's the trouble?
We should just go. I do not like this.
Are we staying the night until the wagon's fixed, or are we bolting?
We need to stay the night.
I guess we'll have to tell everyone to make sure they don't go outside if they hear howling.
So, is that something like? Can I feel like there's what I know is that how wolves call? Is that normal? Like what happens? Like wolves call to each other by howling?
Well, I mean, wolves will like rush up like if something is howling, but wolves aren't like summoned like that. And also, wolves
they wouldn't charge into a town.
They tend to avoid towns, and like a lot of animals, they tend to avoid people unless they're desperate, starving. Like winter in the middle of nowhere, if you're alone, wolves are a big problem. In a town, not so much.
Maybe in a town if it was winter part 6, and everyone was really weak.
You know about wolves. You know so much about wolves. Why don't you
go looking?
I suppose.
Maybe
I'm coming with.
Okay. Besides, you never know. Maybe it's not wolves. Maybe it's something else.
Could be.
I'm gonna also hit up the bartender on our way out. And say, like, is anyone in town currently giving birth?
It's kind of a weird look. We have some pregnant women, but none that I believe are currently about to give birth. Why? And again, he looks at your massive feathers, and also how big you are. It is like seems to be a lot of different possibilities going through his head. He goes, "Why?"
If Penn was like 100% unaware that if she wanted to lean in more to people being scared of her, she'd be like, because I'm hungry. I'm something of a midwife. If something happens and you're in need of some extra hands, let me know.
He looks at your gigantic fucking hands and just goes, "You're a midwife?"
Oh, I am something of a pitch hitter.
If anything happens, I'll let you know.
And then I start wandering off.
All right, where are you headed?
I guess to the edge of town. I don't. Michael, do you think my swan body would be better at smelling wolves potentially? Maybe not.
Hey,
I don't know how
I
well
have a question.
Yep.
Can lycanthropes change on at will, or is it only by the full moon?
It's only by the full moon. The thing is, you've got a full moon coming up.
Skinwalkers would, or skin
Yeah.
changers would be able to change at will, though, which is why I was like, maybe it's something else.
Yeah, basically, swans can recognize other swans, but not to tell much if there's even been people there. Like swans don't really
Okay.
track by smell or anything.
Then, if I know that my swan body wouldn't be more useful, then I think I would start right outside the bar. And would survival be like just start tracking paw pads,
Yeah.
like what way they went?
Mhm.
All right, survival.
Are you just in swan body, just waddling down
Yeah.
through the forest?
And Mishka and Visco,
Well, not anymore, but I would have.
Mishka and Vaso, you're both aware that tomorrow is a full moon. So since you're both lycanthropes,
Okay, that's a 13.
shit. Yeah. So the thing is it's not too hard because both the amount of like tracks from the wolves as they went back into the woods, but also some blood. Like as you go, and it looks like you're seeing it like kind of some of it rubbed on the leaves and such as they went. Like it looks like they may have fed some last night. They came in bloody. You don't know if it was them or not, but there's enough that it was spread. The weird thing is, you get to a point where they kind of split up and go in different directions, which is not what a wolf pack would do.
Mishka, are you seeing this?
Yes.
Different paths, different families.
I don't think these are normal wolves.
I think they are normal wolves, but they're from different families.
Why would different packs come together?
That's what we're
By a howl to a town?
absolutely not. It'd be highly unlikely even for a singular pack to come inside to a town. Okay, what are we going? Right, left, forward? That weird one to the side. Who are we focusing on?
Is there any path that smells more like blood, you think?
We'll say with that kind of roll, we'll say there's one that seems a little more blood than the others.
Let's go this way.
Bloodbath. You're getting predictable, Mishka.
All right.
All right.
Considering how well you rolled, as you kind of like, so the two of you spend a decent amount of time tracking.
Mhm.
Yeah, you head your way through. It takes a little while, but you get to a place where you see that, like, essentially, you can see in the distance a bunch of wolves, kind of prowling in the area. They're sort of by the river. You notice one of them has sort of blood on its snout and some blood elsewhere, not its own. It looks like it's uninjured.
Okay. Michael, as you know, I can speak to animals as if they were people via animal kin.
Yes.
Mishka, I'm assuming animals do not like you, so I'm
They
just gonna
really don't, so I stand back. I stay back.
Yeah, I'm gonna park you and then just walk forward and be like, brethren.
And so, still because of the gift, they still get nervous. But a human speaking is like able to actually speak with them is one of those that kind of does get their attention. Go ahead and roll your animal ken skill, probably to see how well they. Yeah, remember, anytime you've got your things, if you haven't gotten a
It's a virtue. How do I roll a virtue?
Oh no, here. We may have forgotten to grab. Yeah, you get an ability with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think we may have forgotten to get that for you. Was that one that you would have wanted to raise up higher?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll deal with that later.
Okay. So the supernatural ability Animal Can. We'll give you 2. Yeah, so you now have that if you want to roll that.
Okay.
And remember, because we don't have all these set up yet, you can choose, anytime you use one of these, you can choose what your specialty is going to be.
Hmm.
And specialties give you a +1.
Maybe it is. You know what? I'm going to make it my specialty.
Like wolves?
Not great. 6.
6.
Could be worse.
Okay. And what are you making for your... Oh, is that plus communications? Yeah, intelligence plus animal can. Oh yeah, plus the 1. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So I'd write down, I guess, is like wolves or something. Your specialty. So I put that down. They kind of stop and they're seem like a little bit wary, but there's just a moment and one of them how would you say brethren? Because not a brethren of ours, but you speak. What do you wish, giant?
We're all brethren in the great bosom of nature.
Then we kill many of our brethren.
As do most humans.
And they say they are a bit on edge, which is normal.
Four wolves went into town last night. I was confused because you all seem to be from different packs. What called you there?
The bloody one goes, there was a call given. I answered from us. Others answered from other packs. We fed last night on men.
Who gives the call?
One of yours.
Is he gifted?
He's kind of not like you, but he's been touched. He's got the wolf in him.
Good enough. I don't suppose I could trouble you for a description.
Human. One of the male source, I believe.
I'm assuming smaller than me.
How big is what's Mishka's strength and like stamina?
Let's see. His stamina is +2. His strength is +1.
Okay. Bigger than your friend, stronger than your friend, but not so big as you.
Thank you. All right. Sorry to trouble you, brethren. I hope to see you tomorrow when the moon is full.
If we're called. Otherwise, kind of turns, goes, full moon is good hunting.
Afraid I might be one of the hunted. And then I will away.
All right.
I love wolves, Mishka. No offense to bears.
Are you aware that Penn could speak to wolves?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Penn feels like she overshares.
Oh yeah,
So,
she's always talking to fucking I feel like if a bird lands on her shoulder, she's like, "What's up with you? Oh my god!"
so Mishka doesn't talk about the fact that he's a lycanthrope. I think Penn figured it out on her own and kind of zeroed in on him for that reason.
Some ladybugs.
I mean, you smell so much like bear. How would I not notice?
Yeah.
Steve Vasso.
Can we take a 10-minute break real quick?
Yeah, we will. Let's take a bio break, and we'll be back in about 10.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Vaso, we are back. What are you doing?
I assume once he gets like away from them, he's gonna go try to find Dora again.
Mm-hmm.
He also is very aware that it is gonna be the full moon tonight, so he is gonna try to get everything wrapped up pretty quickly.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
he's
Dora.
gonna find Dora.
We'll say Dora maybe went back to your house,
Okay.
let herself in, and has got like it's like some of the jewelry and like the bedding and such is big and like didn't like it's currently got like leaves and stuff on it, some things it caught, but like she's kind of picking that stuff out to make sure like it is very fine, was made with the kind of craftsmanship you cannot find and the materials you cannot find around here.
Wow.
Like I said, a couple books and a couple like large handwritten books on there.
Vasso's gonna come in just like, oh my god, who are these people?
I mean, come with books. It kind of flips over, and like probably neither of you can read, because most people can't at this point. But she goes, "These are handwritten," and kind of like flips through them, and they've got like the hand drawn stuff through the whole thing. And she's like, if we can get to one of the bigger cities, someone would buy this for a lot, I'm certain. And then looks through like see the quality of this.
Like I said, who the hell are these people?
I don't know. And then kind of like some
Nobody
jewelry and some
carries
other
this
stuff.
kind of stuff. Oh,
And, the number of servants they had. I don't know who the person who like was in charge of this was, but
well, apparently that I'm gonna meet the boss later, maybe if I decide to go back. But how quickly do you think we can get a cart and a horse together to get on to the next city to sell some of this stuff? We probably don't want to go while they're still in town, so we probably want to wait till they move on.
Let me see what I can do. I can talk to a few people, or I can get one if we need to.
Yeah, but that's going to be something we're going to have to leave at night so nobody's suspicious. And like I said, we got to make sure they're gone.
Is she aware that you change in on full moons?
Yes, that is something she is fully aware of.
She goes, but the problem is if we leave, and we'll say the full moon's actually tomorrow night.
Okay.
She's like, if we don't leave tonight, you'll have 3 evenings where you become dangerous.
Yeah. Do you think you can get it set up tonight is the question.
Let me see what I can do.
All right. Well, yeah, just let me know. I'm going to...
People have been talking about you as well. I'm worried.
Well, if we get out of town tonight, then we don't got to worry about it, do we? So...
Okay.
So should I lay low or what?
I don't know. Possibly. I don't know what's going to look more suspicious. You laying low or you being out?
I'll think about it.
All right. So yeah, as you two kind of arrive back into town, it's good. Like the sun is crawling its way down the sky. You're getting a little bit later. They're getting some stuff put together. Mishka, are you going to be working on the axle and stuff, or are they going to? Okay, they've talked with some local blacksmiths about trying to like basically see if they can rent just the space to use and some materials, which can get it done. You'd be able to kind of go in and get it done faster, and they've gotten that arranged.
This will be done before long. Who else is there with me?
I'm assuming that you two have kind of just come back, and you're told this as the other ones have come out. They're grabbing things from the cart and such, and they're bringing in Acaveados as he's going back and checking this stuff, and goes. You see him like look over at Penn when you're on your way back, and again, just like nervous. Mistress Penn, there seems to have been more thievery. The books. He doesn't like. He's unaware of the title of a lot of these, of some of the books and such that you're taking, but he does know how many there are. Because as I was taking an inventory of the things as we're getting them put up in the rooms, it looks like, and he starts making a list of some of the bedding has been taken.
My pillows?
Like the blankets mostly.
But one of those pillows was stuffed with goose feathers. Do you know how many times I had to pluck Gregory to get that? It was a lot. He didn't like it.
Was unaware you made it yourself, mistress.
You plucked her on. Who's Gregory?
It's a fellow Magi.
You plucked a Magi for your pillow?
I mean, he turned into a goose first.
He goes, we're missing 3 of the books, this amount of jewelry. Kind of goes through, he goes, one of them kind of, when people were helping sort of overhears this, goes, we were helped by someone from the village who happened to be out there, a big man, strong.
Well, maybe he knows what happened. Or maybe he saw something on the road.
Arms sort of like Mishka's.
Does that sound familiar to you, Penn?
No, what?
What the wolves said.
Oh, right.
But I'm guessing, I don't know how true this is, but like pitted, like probably like small burns and such that happen over the times when you're working on the forge. Probably small little burn marks that accumulate over your life.
When you say arms like mine, you mean big or?
No, I mean stronger than you, like a very big man, but like this, the same sort of marks of a black or metalsmith.
A blacksmith.
Don't worry, Mishka. No one's stronger than you.
It's fine.
No one's stronger than you, says the 8-foot tall giantess.
A blacksmith?
He helped us on our way. It was just him, though. He grabbed the whole side of that cart and was able to help us move it.
If you see him again, would you recognize him?
Absolutely. He's supposed to come here this evening.
Okay. All right.
And we wait.
There's only so many blacksmiths in town. I'm sure
I wait. You do not stay around.
No.
I'm sorry, but you stand out like bush, tall bush.
That's what my master always said.
Oh, bush.
It was the 70s.
Elkie, what are you doing tonight?
Making sure everything's safe and all of the doors are locked. Nobody's sleeping in the hallway.
I'm just gonna start going around by like order of who I think is the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah, and as you sort of like, you've got some people they'll kind of join you because they're essentially your servants and feel like the boss is kind of saying this, they sort of have to, but no one's particular. Mishka's probably the one that's the most at ease around you.
I can't sense their unease, so this is great.
All right, so are you taking some people and having some drinks, or are you doing something, or?
Well, Mishka said to make ourselves scarce, so maybe we're just like drinking, like whatever the equivalent of like drinking near a fucking dumpster is.
Like up in the rooms, or do you go somewhere?
Yeah, probably maybe something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just doing a card game.
Yeah, you have no idea what the wood. So you're probably having to teach it to people.
Team building.
Or they've got some sort of game such that they kind of know, and they're playing. And it is that uncomfortable, like, well, we're supposed to play this card game at work, so they're doing the thing. Mishka, what are you doing?
So, what's his name again? Vassos?
Mm-hmm.
Vaso.
Vaso? He's returning to this bar, I'm guessing.
Well, are you? So are you returning is the question.
I think it'll look weird if he doesn't, so he's going to. Like Dora said, it looks weird if you don't go out, so he's probably, I don't think he's going to the bar because he pulled them up to like wherever they fix carts. So he's going back there.
Mishka, are you actually working on the axle and such? We're waiting to be told if he shows back up.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make your metalsmithing roll.
Okay.
As you are, like they paid for the stuff. They come in and you start doing your work. What you find is literally
simple die.
Yeah, like the 2 blacksmiths right now. 10, nice. The 2 blacksmiths that are here in town right now are like they talk to you briefly, but they are clearly very upset. In more, they do mention that the people who died were all blacksmiths. Like all of their fellow, like right now the forge you're using is one of the men who died.
A problem keeping blacksmiths here, apparently.
We're almost sure it was Vaso.
Who's this Vaso person?
He used to be a blacksmith, and he's got a devil in him. And when he gets angry, he killed Adam with his bare hands in a fight years ago. Got himself exiled. He's been thieving scum ever since. And what I heard last night, They said that he called out to the wolves and they made their way tore them apart. And he apparently just walked away without a scratch.
Interesting. I'm sorry for your loss. Called out to the wolves. That sound indeed like a devil is in him.
You're not too far. Like as you're doing this, you hear one of them kind of call over to the Undertaker and goes, "Make a 5th coffin. You'll be needing it soon." And the guy you're with like looks over at the friend who said that and goes, "You came here at a bad time."
Anytime we come anywhere, it is a bad time.
All right. I'll say y'all are working on that. Unless there's something you want to do before someone comes to tell you the Vasso's shown up at the bar.
Mm-mm.
Vasso.
All right. Yeah. I go in and I kind of like wave down the person that I talked to at the wagon.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
He turns to look, but the moment when you come in very shortly, there's just like this silence reigns at the bar. The only people talking are actually Penn's people, like the members of the Covenant who will be going through. Everything else stops. And as you walk in, like there are daggers being stared at you, but every single one of them looks afraid.
Vasso has no expression other than like a smile on his face. Hey, yeah, you told me to come back.
Yeah, we'll get our person.
All right, I'll be outside.
Yeah, tap someone who kind of rushes on his way there. And you go and wait outside?
Yeah, he's smart enough to know to get out of there.
Here, let's go. Nessa, do you have any idea where you was your character from the Greek area, like somewhere around Greece, or were you from somewhere else?
No, she's from somewhere around Greece.
Okay, then I can use one of the Greek names for one of the people. The man you spoke to comes out, Phanis, one of the ones who are helping, like, take the stuff. Oops, what did that do?
I think she's from Santorini. Why not?
Nice.
It's the one island I remember.
By the way, if you've not played the Santorini board game, it is simple. It is fantastic. It is so good. Phanis Gabrolis comes out, big, strong dude. He was one of the ones who was there to help kind of move it because it was mostly their strongest. Comes out to you and goes, "Hello, friend. You got a strange greeting from the others at the bar. What's happening here?"
Listen, there was an issue last night. 4 guys jumped me in the street and were beating the shit out of me, and then a bunch of wolves showed up and killed them all. I barely escaped with my life. I think they were preoccupied with the 4 of them that they didn't come after me, but everybody seems to think it's me. A couple years back, I had an incident where me and another guy got into a fight, and I kind of killed him, but didn't mean to.
A little bit killed him.
Well,
just a tiny bit.
There's just a moment goes, do you want me to get you a drink?
Yeah, I'd love a drink.
All right. So first we're gonna go. Phanis is gonna go in and actually go straight up to where Penn is, but we'll hit Mishka first. One of the guys, Stamatis, makes his way in and just goes, Mishka, the one you were wondering about, the guy who helped us, he just returned. Bar treated him very strangely when he came in.
I'm sure they did. I think I go to the bar.
You make your way over, and Liz having Penn. How is the game or something you're trying to play with your somewhat nervous employees essentially is going?
How drunk is everyone?
They've been doing a little bit more drinking maybe since you got there. They've also feel like so like it's They're trying to calm their nerves a little bit.
I think it's going about as good as like a 6 out of 10 work mixer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So not
You're
bad.
required to be there, but also there's booze
Yeah.
and like
Making it
they
go.
probably can't fire you based off of whatever the fuck happens tonight because like they
know what?
made you be there and gave you booze.
Would you have been suggesting some games?
I think so, but I think they would all be kind of weird.
I think at one point one of them goes, "No, what you gotta play," and he gives like this sort of like an equivalent of euchre, like a standard sort of the thing that they do. Because can we show you?
Ooh.
And they're just like, tuk, 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 and they're playing this, and then the door opens, and Fanis is kind of the head of sort of the porters, like the one he's one of the dudes who does a lot of the physical stuff.
Fanny!
And he walks and goes, "Mistress Penn, I just spoke to a man who said that people think that he maybe summoned wolves. Wolves attacked the other night. He said he barely escaped, but that others believe he. Steve, you said believed you summoned them or controlled them.
Yeah.
That goes. I've been around you and yours enough to know this is probably no normal person.
Probably not. Fanny, I want you to gather anyone who is going to be having an issue tomorrow night. Discreetly. I know how towns get.
Yeah.
Actually, don't even gather them. Inform them all that there might be someone dangerous out tomorrow night.
Okay. Do you have? I'm assuming you mean other lycanthropes.
Yeah.
You have you probably got a bunch of them here.
Oh, probably.
Okay.
I mean,
Probably at this
maybe
point,
not
a lot of them can basically kind of go out into the woods late at night and then just sort of let themselves hunt. And like they're usually not dangerous to people if they're far enough away.
Yeah,
They
that's
usually just
why
act like-
I figured that was what they were going to do. But now that we know there might be fucking like a wolf control
Yeah.
fell lycanthrope murder
Yes.
guy out there, spread the word.
He goes, "We'll see what we can do. There's enough of us that it could be a bit of a problem. But
Yeah.
I'll check."
Worst case scenario, we can just go further out before anything happens.
Mishka, you'll be the first to reach Vesso.
I take a seat next to him in the bar.
Oh, he's
Or
outside.
you're
isn't
outside.
he?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's outside.
Yeah.
I think is there like a medieval version of like a cigarette I could offer or something like that?
Fill your
Pipe
pipe.
smoke a thing?
I think I take out a pipe. Would you like some?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Why not?
All right.
Oh, pipes thought to have been used to smoke cannabis dated to the 10th to 12th centuries, found in southeastern Africa.
Dang.
People love smoking things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing
I
is,
think-
like tobacco, a lot of stuff came from the Americas. Yeah, we'll say there's probably some stuff that made its way here. And being around mages means that they're often well traveled and well knowledgeable enough that they can indulge and find other things. So sure.
Yeah. So I light up a pipe, I take a puff, and I pass it over to him.
One puff or two?
Takes it.
2 puffs.
Puff pass.
A pass.
Someone said puff
pa-
give, and I'm like, I don't even smoke. But I'm like, no. Alliteration, my friend.
Pass it to Vaso.
He takes a couple and hands it back.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Sure. I didn't really pay any attention to it. You're new here. You're not from around here. You part of that group that came in?
We're just traveling through.
Huh.
You're local.
I've been here for a long time.
It's gonna be full moon tomorrow night. Or is it tonight?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Is it? Man.
Strange things happen on full moon.
Your life contains themes that some may find uncomfortable as restricted. Regulated goods. Oh,
What?
Oh, because we mentioned the weed. Reason discussing drugs or other related substances.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, so
Was
yeah,
that on the Twitch?
we're fine. That's on TikTok.
Oh
No.
no!
It just means it's age restricted. We're fine.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't believe I've gotten any trouble from it.
You didn't happen to see anything last night with the attack of the wolves, did you?
See it. I was fucking right there.
Really?
The 4 guys that were killed were beating the shit out of me when it happened.
Hmm.
He lifts up his shirt to like show some of the bruises on his ribs. Like, yeah, they were kicking the shit out of me.
Which will be gone after tomorrow night, because when you transform back, you're healed.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like 8, 10, something around there. Wolves showed up. They just came in. And I heard them snarl. The guys turned to look at them, and I took off.
Strange. Wolves don't usually attack in packs in towns like this.
It's happened a few times here. It's kind of weird.
Hmm. You didn't hear anything, did you?
Like what?
I don't know, strange noises. You said you heard growling, but
I heard the wolves howling. I heard them growl when they got close, and that's about it.
Hmm.
I was actually surprised they didn't chase me down after they killed those guys.
hmm. It's a shame. Very sad. Old town uses like every blacksmith they have.
That wasn't everyone. They got a pretty big guild here.
Penn, you're on your way down. When you come out, I will say Vaso. Like the moment you see me, Penn, of course, huge, which grabs your attention. But there's immediately like, it is incredibly difficult to trust this person. The moment you see Penn, there's just like the hackles raise on the back of your neck. This feels like danger coming towards you.
Vaso like takes a couple steps back as Penn is walking towards him.
Don't worry,
Mishy.
Ben. I made a friend here. This is I didn't get your name, friend.
I'm Vaso. Vaso's the name.
Paso. Right. Okay, Paso.
I'm gonna sit on the other side of Vaso. Maybe just kind of squatting.
Do you know Penn here is a wolf expert?
A wolf expert, huh? You don't say.
I mean, there are plenty of more people who know a little bit more than me.
And he, Paso here, witnessed the attack last night. The only witness of the attack.
No, there were plenty of witnesses. The whole bar was outside watching the damn thing.
And yet none of them seem to be able to tell what happened.
Listen, this town doesn't like outsiders. They don't like the people that live here, let alone outsiders. They're not going to tell you much.
No, we've heard a lot from them. They might not like, well, Penn has an effect. They might not like outsiders, but they do like to talk.
Hmm.
I do not think they like you, particularly.
No, they don't like me at all.
It'd be dangerous to not be liked in a town.
Penn. Fanny comes back out to you with a beer in his hands, which he gives to
Vaso or Mishka?
Vaso. And
Yeah,
then kind of like goes over to Penn, kind of like beckons you over, and whispers.
Penny.
The people inside, they're planning on killing this man tonight.
Okay. I like give him a little like
With giant fucking hands.
I just kind of send him on his way.
Okay.
I think I'm going to pull a necklace out. I'm going to sit back down next to Mishka, or next to Vaso, and say, it can be dangerous to not be liked in a town. I like pull a necklace made entirely out of wolves' teeth out of my coat.
Yeah, can be. That's why they were beating the shit out of me yesterday.
Why did I not like you?
There's an incident that occurred a year ago, 2 years ago, sometime. I don't know. I lost track of
2 years
time.
ago.
about 2 years ago, maybe, I don't know, sometime in the past. I was part of the blacksmith guild, and I was on my way to be a journeyman, and another person and I kind of got into an altercation. And I have this issue where I get really mad and I kind of black out, and I may have gone a little too far, and they don't forgive me because the people that are in charge of the town forgave me.
Why the people in charge of the town forgive you?
Not exactly sure.
So this strikes something with Mishka because he too has killed someone in kind of a blackout state.
Mm-hmm.
It was very personal, and it's like it is difficult to overcome that feeling when you do something terrible and you have no control over yourself.
Is it?
Is it not for you?
No, dude had it coming. Dude picked on me, beat the shit out of me. Like, come on. Why would you fight a guy my size and expect him not to do something?
Why would you? He picked on you. He was smaller than you. Was he any risk? Was he any threat at all?
No, but he had buddies that were, and
Buddies that were
listen,
bigger than you.
no, but you know how it is. 4 guys jump you. Happens. Nah, I don't have any love lost for the guild.
Why do you stay then?
Where else am I gonna go?
The big land. Lot of territory.
Plus,
Go anywhere. Start again. Join a different guild. Easy to disappear. But you stay here. Interesting.
Mishka, what was the name of the other guy we used to have in our group? Chenny?
Yeah. Is that the one we were just talking about today?
No, this is just some random person.
Cheswick.
Cheswick. Wiki. So he was very big and very strong. Had a real affinity for the moon.
what?
One day we went to his hometown, and this is all that I have left of Wiki. I pull out the wolf tooth necklace.
He was a good man.
Now you guys are talking an awful lot about the moon.
I'm sure
You
you have...
mentioned the full moon. You're mentioning the moon now. You're pulling out wolf's teeth.
Pulling from
it
where?
something- What?
Where are wolf's teeth being pulled from?
What? I'm confused now.
Where is she pulling them from?
Oh.
No.
necklace.
Where might wolf? Where would you find wolf's stuff at?
Yeah.
On the moon. No reason.
Yeah. He's at this point. He's just like, what are you guys trying to pitch to me right now? Like, what? Obviously, you're getting somewhere.
The town is going to beat you to death tonight. Or stab you to death.
Oh, they can try. They can try.
Said yourself. 4 men against 1. It's not a fair fight. A whole town against you.
This town's been against me my whole life. Maybe.
Again, why do you stay? Go, leave, run off, be happy. Or maybe you do not want to be happy. Maybe you enjoy your misery, your loneliness. It's everyone else's fault that you are on your own, but not yours. Correct?
Says I'm on my own. Just because the town doesn't like me doesn't mean there's not a couple people in here that don't.
And you think those other people are going to be very keen on you after tonight?
Listen, the people that try to stop me or try to hurt me, bad things usually happen to them. I think Sarah froze.
Or she's just
Sarah
shocked.
did freeze.
All right, Sarah, it's okay. Steve is not, he's still your friend.
No, that's a freezing.
Nope, Sarah's just like, detention.
Sorry, I turned my camera off because I couldn't hear you guys.
Okay, we weren't
yeah,
talking
you
about
froze.
you. we're,
Yeah.
we're like, no, Sarah, it's okay. Steve's still your friend. He's just pretending.
But yeah, so his response to Penn is that he's like, typically when people try to screw with me, it doesn't end good for them. I don't know, almost like
It's-
the gods protect me or something.
What a pack of wolves.
Listen, if a pack of wolves show up, they show up. I don't have any control of that.
I think you are though. I think you are in control of that because
Mishka, we gave
Yeah.
a warning.
okay.
We will do what we can for the people here.
Good luck, my friend. You're gonna need it. I get up and I go toward the bar.
Vasso's gonna look at Penn and just like have that eerie like shiver and just be like, I would say it's a pleasure meeting you, but I'd be lying. He just kind of like starts to walk away.
Mishka, you go in the bar. Fanny kind of joins you because he's by the door, and just goes, I don't trust him. He didn't seem to ask for any money.
For Mishka or for Penn?
Mishka.
Mishka.
Because Penn hasn't, you haven't mentioned you've left yet. Mishka says goes
Yeah.
to the bar. So I'd say, and Fanny's going to feel more comfortable talking to Mishka than Penn.
You're right not to trust him. He's not trustworthy, and he's very dangerous. We best to avoid him. Let him live out his fate.
Well, wait for this evening. He might end up dead in the morning.
He seems confident that he won't.
Kind of nods. Penn, are you still out there with Vasso?
I thought Vaso went like left after me, or like left after left.
Oh, left after Mishka?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Penn, do you head back in?
Yeah, sure, why not? It's lonely out here.
All right. You head inside. You see Mishka and Fanny talking at the bar.
I guess I don't want to disturb them too much, so I guess I'll just join some randoms or something, or sit by myself. Either way.
Yeah. Like,
What's Fanny's full name again?
Fannis Gabrulis.
Fannis.
I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but I'm not Greek.
Benny.
Grabulis? I don't know.
Penn
Yes.
gives everyone a demeaning nickname.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Fannis looks at you as like, we know what the boss's plan is for the night then? If we're not out tomorrow, a number of us are going to need to be out in the woods.
Alright.
Away from people.
Of course. We just go.
Is the wagon fixed though?
Wagon is fixed.
Yeah, you'll be able to finish it up tomorrow. It's very close to it. Like you're going through the way. It'll take you like a couple hours more to get it done. Like tonight, if you push yourself, you can get it completely finished tonight. Otherwise, in the morning you can get it done and get you off, probably to a good place to stop and allow. Like you'll have a couple nights where you'll probably end up just camping kind of out away from things, so that those of you who are lycanthropes can hunt in the night.
All right. Yeah, I think I push to complete as hard as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you go and you start kind of working at it. Penn, what are you doing?
I'm second guessing my complete dismissal of Vaso. I'm kind of like, you know what? Life's been hard on him. Maybe, even though he was a complete dick the entire time, maybe he just needs a second chance somewhere away from here. I think I'm gonna go outside and try to see if he's still around.
Vaso, did you walk home?
Oh yeah, he was trying to meet up with
Yeah,
Dora and
yeah.
see if she found a
When
cart.
we get there, Dora's like, I've got an idea. Like, the best thing that we can do. The new people that come in looks like they've almost finished fixing their wagon. If we take it, there'll be all the extra stuff in there. We can take it this evening. That blacksmith is working their way through this evening. I doubt they're leaving tonight, but it should be fixed for us to leave. To take it late this evening.
Well, I think the town is gonna try to kill me tonight.
Jesus.
So we need to get out of here. If you think you can steal that cart, they know me. They know my face. You're gonna have to get it, and you're gonna have to get it here.
Okay.
And then
Mishka,
I got a
I'm
little bit of a-
assuming y'all are not planning on leaving this evening, but just be ready to go first thing in the morning.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then I think I got a little surprise for the town.
Penn,
Yes.
do you want to? You trying to like find where Vaso is? Because Vaso,
Yes.
as you come back out, Vaso's gone from this area. But like, how do you wish to try to find him?
Does my survival tracking apply to humans? Probably not, right?
You actually are good at tracking, so you could try. It'll be a
Let's
little.
give it
I'm gonna give you just a -1 right now because we did mention that it had rained recently. There is mud. Stuff is still a little bit damp, but there's also a lot of people walking through. So you're trying to like track him.
That's a 9.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
I think when Penn tracks, she kind of like gets down on all fours
Yeah.
in like a way that is very unsettling, like a child climbing stairs.
Yeah, not a lot of mages are good at hunting, but you are an exception. You make your way through and you are following kind of the trail, and then you see as you lose it at one point, but then you look up at the houses and such that are near you. One of them has essentially a ward against evil that seems to have been scratched into the door relatively recently, and
That's different.
is probably, like, from everything you've heard, someone's going to carve that in. Like, it's the kind of thing you carve into someone's door who is evil, who has done something
Okay.
supernatural. That's probably
Um,
Vasso's house.
I'm gonna try to go up to it like quietly as possible. Do I potentially overhear any of that conversation?
Make a stealth roll, and Vasso make an awareness roll. Awareness or alertness, whichever.
I don't think I have stealth.
Well, then it'll just be your I believe Dex.
Stress or simple?
Go stress for both of you.
Ugh.
Oof.
Yes.
How many
Boy.
botch dice?
Oh Jesus. Botch for this game. Don't worry about botch dice. Okay, but Ness, you had a 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vaso had a no botch. Vaso. Oh wait,
How'd you get a 5 when you have a +5?
awareness is 4.
I don't know. I clicked
No,
awareness.
because your perception is 1, your awareness is 4. You just added nothing to it.
Yeah.
You hear so at this point, we'll say Dora has just left out the back, or no, we'll say while you're talking to Dora, you hear the floorboards creak, like on the porch.
Vasso's just gonna be like,
Penn is very quiet inside that home. You're listening.
Well, then I guess the only option is to just go.
Vaso, what do you do?
you're knocking.
You're aware there's someone there before. Like, if there's something you want to do before Penn did something, you would be able to.
He is definitely getting his knife ready. Without question, he's drawing his knife, not his dagger, his knife. Or no, it looks like a dagger has more damage. So yeah, he's doing whatever's
Mhm.
the dagger. He's got the dagger like close to his chest. He like kind of does like the hand signals to Dora to be ready.
And Dora kind of goes, she's like ready to help out one of the back windows and leave.
Yeah. He's gonna like quickly make sure that all the stuff is like covered and hidden,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's just gonna be like, "Yeah,
Vaso, it's Penn from earlier.
what do you want?"
I just wanted to apologize because I understand that life can be hard and that maybe that's why you are the way that you are.
What is that supposed to mean? The way that I am.
Is this through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Dora just on the back, like eyes sort of wide, and she just mouths to you. Is that who we stole?
I don't know, not treasuring the gift that is life in yourself and others.
Oh, I treasure my life.
Yeah, but you should treasure other people's lives.
What have other people ever done for me?
Nothing, but no one's ever done anything for me. But it's all so beautiful.
You have an entourage of people.
I
A
do
wagon
now.
filled with amazing shit. And you're gonna say no one's ever done anything for you?
They do now.
What do you want?
I want you to come with us. We could
Oh.
use more blacksmiths at the keep. We have a big town, a rich town, full of people who need work. Full of people like you.
It's like quiet for a little longer, like to
And
that
then,
point where it's
Dora looks at you and just goes,
what exactly? What do you mean, like me?
I'm gonna just. Blocks haven't really been invented yet, right?
what
It's
happened?
probably just like a piece of wood.
Oh, there's some sort of there's definitely locks because lock picking was a thing back then.
Okay. Yeah, well, then I'm gonna say, well, why don't I explain it to you inside rather than through your door loudly?
He's gonna look to Dora and just be like,
Yeah, Dora goes out the window.
he's looking to make sure once again, like he's gonna do a quick double check to make sure everything's covered and out of the way, like all the stuff they stole, and he's gonna just like click, unlock the door.
Mishka, make an alertness roll.
Alrighty. I have awareness.
Awareness. Sorry, like it is there is no like there really should be like a unified version of skills for all sorts of role playing games.
Yeah.
But at least that one you can kind of tell.
Stress die?
Yes. Or no. Simple. Oh, that's still fine.
What?
Okay. Funny thing was, if we were playing Detect or Die, where you play the skills, those ones are much harder to figure out which is which. Right.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to give them a little bit to roleplay here. Then we're going to pop back to you, Mishka. You're going to notice Dora kind of checking out the wagon and the horses and such a little too closely here in a few minutes. Penn.
Once the door is open, Michael, is it okay to say that I have a sack ready to go?
For
I'm gonna put my hand onto Mishka's shoulder and I'm gonna
no,
cast.
Mishka's at the.
Oh, sorry, right.
Yeah, Mishka's at the other
Also.
place. Are you going to change into a swan?
No, the minute the door is open, I'm gonna put a hand on Vaso's shoulder and I'm gonna cast take the creeping form.
All right. Yeah, like
What's
a hand
that
on your
do?
shoulder. Go ahead, make your roll, and so you'll be saying stuff and making some gestures, like, and then make your roll.
Simple.
Let me first of all, because you're in a very small town. You're in a place. Let me just do this real quick. I need to set up what the
Aura.
what the aura is. We're gonna go. Yeah, visible. It'll be a magic aura of 2. So yeah, basically, so now if you go ahead and cast, it should add the +2.
Stress or simple?
Stress. Dude,
Jesus.
Jesus.
28
God.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You have a 21 casting total on that. Tell Vaso what happens to him.
The door opens. I put a hand on the shoulder. Like, you just need to talk. Does it need to be like magic language, or can it be something?
It would be in Jesus. It would be in either Latin or the that version of Greek that you have is one that's commonly used in this tribunal. So it can be either one of those.
Okay. Was creeping form supposed to be a vole, or which was the? It was like supposed to be a small
Gerbil is
animal.
what you said.
Okay,
it'll be a
gerbil.
specific. It'll be a specific animal.
Okay.
If you want to change that, that's fine. But yeah, it'll be.
No,
It'll always be a specific animal.
I just said gerbil because gerbil is funny.
Yeah.
Some light chanting in Latin happens, but like very, very quickly. Hand goes under your shoulder, quick gesture, and you are suddenly a gerbil and inside of a small bag. A bag that I am quickly tying shut because I learned that lesson. And then probably putting inside of another bag because I've had some issues where someone chewed through the bag. And then a big hand is kind of gently holding you.
Do you want to try to escape from this once that happens?
So do I take like the intelligence and all that of the gerbil?
No. So it'll still be your mind in this case, but the thing is, this is not the same way that what happens when you transform.
Okay.
Because when you transform, you lose all awareness of yourself and what is going on. This one, you still feel like yourself, but suddenly everything becomes bigger. It's almost at first it feels like the entire room is expanding until you're like you have little paws. You're like,
I'm in a bag.
Yeah, and then just
I'm gonna try to summon wolves.
I would say on this one, it's going to be much harder because I say at this point you will not be able to do that because you can't.
Okay.
Make the howl.
I'm trying.
Because you'll be like,
Gerbil
you can't
howl.
do the thing for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of this. Obviously,
Yeah. So I would say go ahead and make a quickness roll, but the thing is, let the quickness be 1 on this one. And Nessa, if you want to make a, do you have like an ability that like a skill essentially that feels like it'd be something that would work for grabbing something, or do we want to go just like straight
stress die, right?
Animal handling?
Yeah, actually, you can do your animal handling. You're used to how animals work.
Thank God. I'm so undexterous, but I have to know. She can't be Lenny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My God.
Stress die. 7.
Yeah, you got him.
Yep. He's in the bag. Mishka, you notice that there is a young woman, probably 25 or so, who seems to be kind of like casing the wagon and such as you're sort of fixing it off in the distance, trying not to show as if she's paying too much attention, but she seems to be checking out, like, you've seen people before check out, like, where people might come from, areas, etc. The map I just put up, by the way, has got, like, the cities and things. I'll put the where you're at. You're near Demetria. But that's where the Covenant's going to be. But anyway, you see someone who seems to be paying a little too much attention.
Can I help you?
You just yell that across the way?
Yeah.
It's just eyes go wide. No, it's just I was admiring the cart. It's a beautiful, beautiful make. I've not seen its like before through here.
You're admiring a little too far away. Why not come closer?
Are you trying to be charming or intimidating?
I don't have charm, so I think I'm trying intimidating.
All right, make a guile roll maybe if you want to try to. Do you want to try to get her here?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a guile roll.
Stress die?
Yep. Yeah, she as you say that, she seems nervous in the way someone who'd be casing a place who's just been caught tends to be. She says, "No, I'm sorry. I'll take off." And she kind of puts her head down. She turns. And she's
Oh,
starting
no.
to leave.
I know what you are about to do.
And she's going unless you go after her.
I'm gonna let her go.
Okay.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Okay. Yeah, she immediately just heads sort of back. Penn, you now have a Vaso and a sack. I'm assuming your thing lasts till the sun goes down.
I thought it was already nighttime.
Oh, we mentioned it was
Yeah,
going
it
down
is.
the sky. We'll say it's getting towards night. So the thing is, he's gonna transform back in about an hour.
Okay. At that point, if I cast it again, will it last until the sun goes up, or it's only a daytime spell?
No, the big
Okay.
sun means either the sun comes up or the sun goes down. That is the moment where the spell stops working.
I'm gonna pick up the bag and be like, Vaso, sometimes a mother bird has to throw a chick out of the nest, even if the bird breaks its wings. And I don't think you have a mother bird. So I'm here to be your mother bird and kick you out of this nest, okay? And then I'm gonna start quickly wandering towards where I think Mishka is.
Oh, yeah, but you know where Mishka is at.
What's in the bag?
Vaso?
It's the bag is relatively small. I don't know if you
And
know.
wriggling.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that Penn can transform people.
I don't think I do know, but I'm like,
I don't
I'm
do the
going to-
gerbil spell that often.
I'm going to assume it's something along the lines of she turned him into ash or something like that. I'm like, is he alive?
Yes, he will turn back into a human in 1 hour, at which point we will need to do something.
Vaso, what are you doing? Just in the bag.
He is squeaking and fighting and trying anything to get out of this bag.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you think will help get out of the bag?
I mean, he's a gerbil.
Also, I think we're probably going to have to go inside a box at this point, too, because I believe in his ability to chew through 2 sacks.
Are you trying to chew through?
Yeah.
Roll and add 2. Just a standard die.
All right.
Simple
I'm
die.
just gonna click presence because it's a +2, so I don't have to add anything.
That works.
Simple die.
Yeah. You're making
7.
You're making your way through, but
Or no,
it's
6.
it's taking a little bit to get your way through. But you're going. Just trying to like you're working at it. Like basically, Ness, as you're kind of going, you kind of just feel like this consistent at the bag.
Mishka, fetch the box.
I get a wooden box
Yeah.
like we keep stuff in here.
I put the bags inside the box, close the box. Mishka, the next time you're where we get the home, can you make a metal sack for me?
A metal
Little
sack.
sack.
A
Like
metal
a
sack.
chainmail? Chainmail bag. The chewing through the bag thing happens a lot more than you'd think.
I
People into
kidnap a
mice.
lot of people as gerbils.
It's not a mouse,
Shut
he's a
up.
gerbil.
Why are you turning people into gerbil? Are you trying? Do you want to drown him?
No, I think Mishka, he needs another chance, you know? I
No,
think he needs
does
to get
not. He
Well, I
told
don't want
us-
him to kill everyone in this village summoning wolves
Well,
tonight.
then just fling him into the woods. Let him be on his own.
Well, he'll turn back into a human in an hour.
Okay. What
Think
is your
about
plan?
you
What
in
is
your
your plan?
worst
What is your,
moment.
what is your plan then? My worst moment?
Yes.
I felt guilt and shame. I do not think he has these.
Maybe he can be taught guilt and shame.
Penn, you are a very kind-hearted person. You are too kind for this world.
You know, when I was in the woods, I had a best friend. In the whole world. Her name was Elle, and I loved her so much. And then one winter, it got very, very cold. and there was no food left. And Elle was a deer. So I killed her and ate her. And I didn't feel guilty about it. Not even a little bit. It was only once I had the luxury of time and warm clothing and not having to kill my best friend to eat for winter that I felt horrible about it.
This man killed 4 men because they angered him.
That is true.
He is... No, you cannot redeem him. Some people cannot be redeemed.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. Well, I already turned him into a gerbil, so this is at the very least going to be the next town's problem.
Should we drown him in the water?
Ooh, they turn back before you can kill them. Trust me, I've tried on that one.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of like a fail-safe.
Seems like weak magic.
It'd be because like I could probably get really good at turning people into gerbils. It would probably make warfare way too easy if I could, if they just died instantly as gerbils.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is the plan? He's going to be very angry with you when
Yeah.
he gets out.
About this time, you notice a bunch of people leave the bar, and they seem to have some weapons and such with them, some cudgels, like an axe or two. A few of them looks like they've got like a torch held kind of low, and they're heading in the direction of Vasso's house.
I'm going to grab the box from Penn.
Mm-hmm.
I got this. I'm going to walk toward the group. Excuse me. Hello.
You should go back to the inn. We're taking care of things.
You're trying to hurt this Vassal person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He is in this box as a rodent for 1 hour. He might turn human when you try to kill him. Just say it. And I think he can summon the wolves. So I don't know, do with that information what you will. But here, take this.
This is Penn, are you just watching?
Yeah.
I
gave it a shot.
They take this box.
Keep the box too.
They open it up.
He's trying to chew through the bag right now. I would be very careful.
We'll say you've gone through the bag, Vasso. The box opens up, and you're looking like there's a townsman. Yeah, go ahead and make a quickness roll +2.
What did you do?
Is this stress?
Yes.
Yeah.
11.
Fuck it. Do you want to also try to summon the wolves? It's going to be harder. If you want to try it, roll a stress die.
No, I think because he's a gerbil right now, he's just running. He's tiny. He can get in somewhere, and the minute he's human, he's summoning all the wolves to just kill everyone.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, you like you hit the ground, and they start to.
Can I
Yeah, that basically as you hit the ground, some of them are they're trying to confuse a few of them because like here's him as a gerbil to a regular person who doesn't have to ever deal with mages. That seems impossible. So, but a few of them try to grab you as you're just rushing through. Because it's harder to grab a gerbil than you might think.
A first hole in a building, I'm in.
The hell? Why did you open the box? I told you he was a gerbil and he was chewing through the bag.
Vasso's not going to be... What are you talking about?
Penn,
Hmm?
gather everybody up. We are going now.
Okay.
I'm just, again, swearing in Russian, basically cursing this entire town, cursing their names, calling them idiots in Russian repeatedly.
Fanny, gather the troops.
What?
We are going now. This town is, again, just all this is in Russian. We are going now. They're idiots. They're all gonna die. They want to die by the hands of wolves. They released a serial killer as a gerbil. This is a bad town.
There is just this like We are the only people who have this sort of thing happen to them. We just look as they kind of start to gather up their stuff. So as you get your stuff and you all just take off?
Yeah.
I mean, we have people with us, but like I personally, Michael, you described so many wolves in that woods. If there were like 14 wolves, maybe I could deal with it. You described like 50 wolves in the woods.
Well, you saw a regular pack, probably 10 to 14. But the thing is,
Yeah, 10 to 14, and you said there were 4 wolves from 4 different packs, which means there's like 40 wolves.
No, but I was gonna say the one you're at was. But the thing is, there was only like one wolf from this pack, which means there's others elsewhere.
Yes, and there's probably 10 to 14 in each of those packs, which means 40 wolves.
Yeah,
so many wolves.
You all are taking off?
Yeah, I could take maybe 10 wolves. I can't take 40 wolves.
I don't trust my fighting abilities to fight off 2 wolves, much less multiple wolves.
Steve, do me a favor.
And this guy's a real asshole.
Make your summon wolf roll. We'll see what happens.
I don't have a summon wolf. I have turned a human into a wolf.
Just to see what happens like after, like as you all leave.
Could we say this is his specialty since he hasn't picked one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just write that down.
I marked it in the thing. Stress die, right?
Mm-hmm.
12.
Oh.
So as y'all are leaving, as you hear like a unearthly howl get up, and then it's immediately met by wolf sounds that are much, much closer than they should be. Because with animal, with 12, factor of 9, 10, 11, 12 makes them come in 2 minutes. Makes them arrive in 2 minutes. Say it that way.
And he's hiding while he's letting the wolves just go ham on this town.
And as you all are taking off, you like in the background you hear wolves howling and like some screams and such as wolves sort of pour out into the town from the darkness.
Well, that probably would have happened regardless of whether or not I turned him into a gerbil.
And that feels like end of session.
I will say that Vaso has drawn a picture of Penn and has like put a knife in the head of that picture.
All right,
just because of the gerbil thing?
Oh, he's fury. He has nothing but anger issues.
And
all right, next spell, turn people to a gerbil at a distance.
So
I think the entire ride back, Mishka is just like angrily complaining in Russian the entire time about the gerbil thing, and it's like 1 hour, you couldn't have drowned him. Like, and the idiots in that town, they deserve to die. Just
Mishka has temper issues too.
The next time we're in this situation, Mishka will try drowning him first.
It's pre-moon syndrome. Like, be sympathetic to him.
Penn is very sympathetic. She's just like listening, and it's just like, yes, Mishka, we will try drowning him next time.
Does Penn speak Russian?
No, but I think she gets the gist. I think she's like, okay, yes, drown. I got drowned.
So yeah,
angrily cursing Russian.
As you head off and heading towards the Covenant, and next time it's going to be I believe Steve. We're finally the final mage we're going to meet is Steve's mage, and I think Nessa's companion.
Ooh,
yep, I believe that's the only companion left.
All right, yep, that will meet all 4 of our mages and all 4 of our companions. The session after that will be not only at the Covenant, but we'll also have an opportunity for everyone to have had like 2 years to kind of like grow and then add stuff to go from like right out of apprenticeship. So you'll be able to bring up like there's books and stuff you'll be able to study. Tell people where we can find all you wonderful folk.
I am Sarah. I'm Powerful Week 1 on TikTok and Powerful Week almost everywhere else.
Hello, Nessa. I'm basically available everywhere under Lochnessa. LOCHNEASSA. I do stuff.
I am Steve. I am the Dragon X on TikTok. I am on Beards and Barbarians every Friday at 7:30 on Twitch. I'm also on the Ronin's Den podcast and various games that we play through there. But yeah.
All right, Michael, Improv GM, just about everywhere, and we will catch you later.